68-64, Fresno Pacific beats Point Loma. Gutty win, head coach Tim Beauregard. Point Loma shot the lights out in the first half. What did you think of how your defense responded, especially with toughness and connectivity in that second half?
Second half was good. The first half, we talk a lot about our baseline defense is good enough every single night without any gimmicks, without any tweaks or nuances, shifting. It's our baseline. That wasn't our baseline in the first half. And so that was the gut check and the reality check at halftime was, if we're not at our baseline, we're not going to win very many basketball games. And luckily, we had a second half to come out and prove that's not who we were. Hadn't seen that in a while with our disconnect, but it's a great opportunity for them to come back and show their resilience in the second half.
Offensively, Bree Hurt, we've talked a bunch about Felicia Dorva, but the veterans really stepped up in getting those buckets. What did you think of the overall offense in that effort to go hand in hand with that defense?
Our offense was a little rough tonight. They do a great job, credit them. They disrupt the timing and spacing just enough where you're just off axis. And it kind of shifted us into a little bit more of a scramble mode than we wanted to be. And then when that happens, a good team, that's what they're trying to do is throw off your timing and spacing. Any good team and good defense, you want the ball in your vets' hands. And when we can get the ball into Bree's hands and just say, Bree, score, that is a very good offensive set for us. And when we have the ball in Fella's hands, then every decision becomes a little bit easier. And then we just need everybody else to make a play here or there. And we saw that again at the end tonight where Bree hit some huge buckets, and then you just want the ball in Fella's hands as much as possible.
Pre-game, you talked about the importance of getting to the line. You guys did that tonight, 31 free throw attempts. I know you would have liked to make more, but how cathartic was it after the game 10 days ago that you guys were at the line that frequently?
Yeah, they do a really good job with their size of taking away a lot of things. So they're taking away a lot of the open threes. They're messing with our connectivity, just entering the ball into our offense. And so then it comes a toughness check, right? And that's, again, what we talked about at halftime is how tough can you be when you get to the key and making quick decisions off of 2 feet and getting to the foul line in those ways as well. And that was really, a big part of it is that we got tougher in the second half. I'm looking right now and I'm like, we don't lose many rebounding games, period. Yeah. I don't know if we
time this year.
Yeah, so and so other things on a night that we weren't our baseline where we didn't rebound the way that we rebound, other things have to take its place to give you a chance to win. And in the second half, it was toughness.
We're going to talk about her, but maybe nobody embodied it more than Lydia Manu. Her effort on the glass, what did you think of that?
It's not her effort tonight. It's her effort every day in practice. She kills our drills in practice every single day. She just blows everything up. She goes and gets every offensive rebound. That's not just turning it on in game day. That's who she is every day. And you want every young player and every player coming into the program to go, this is how you have to practice to be able to have a game like this. All she cares about is serving her teammates. All she cares about is making plays for other people shine. All she cares about is her relentless pursuit of making everybody else better. And she's the most selfless player I've ever coached and one of the most relentless. And we see it every single day, but it's really cool to see it affect a huge game on a huge stage.
Well, big game, big win. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Head Coach Tim Beauregard. The Sunbirds win this one 64. The Primetime Events Player of the Game is Lydia Manu. We're going to get her momentarily as the Sunbirds complete this stretch at home with 3 straight wins, one of which was on the road, and bring in our Primetime Events Player of the Game, Lydia Manu. You guys watched them shoot lights out in the first half. What was the conversation at halftime, and how are you guys able to adjust and slow them down, especially in that third quarter?
Yeah. Well, coming into our halftime talk, we all sat down, and the very first thing was defense. They were getting so many shots just off of their screens, and sometimes we had miscommunication, so we weren't able to cover, and that left them wide open. And so Mason and Fell and all of us started talking, and we just had to blow it up. We had to go in with effort and better communication in order to let each other know that, hey, we need to cover for each other when we do get that disadvantage. So there's just a high emphasis on getting out there.
Well, Coach has just talked about this is who you are all the time, high energy, high effort. I can vouch for that. You're always playing with and just walking around with that sort of enthusiasm. How encouraging is it to know that played a vital role tonight in what you guys were able to do?
Man, honestly, every day, I'm not the best shooter, so what I can contribute is my energy and effort. And so just being able to get those extra possessions and extra rebounds, I know the girls are going to knock down the second one if they don't hit the first. And so every time they go up, I'm always just going to run in. And so I have all the confidence in the world that if I do get that rebound, they're making the next one. And so it's that motivation of I'm going to get them another shot. So, and they do a great job executing, as you saw today with the comeback.
Absolutely. So. 2 wins at home, 3 wins in a row before you guys go back on the road for a tough task against Azusa, and then you see Concordia again. So it doesn't get easier, but how nice does this feel, and how much momentum does this give you guys beating a team that you just played 10 days ago?
Yeah, wow. It's a real confidence booster because Point Loma is not an easy team to beat. They are a really good team, and so kudos to them. They played amazing tonight and really pushed us to elevate our game. And so being able to get this win, because we knew when we lost last game we had a chance to beat them, and we felt like coming into this game we wanted to prove that we can play with them and that we can attain that win. So honestly, it's a great confidence boost, and it's an encourager to get into practice and work even harder.
Well, great job, Lydia Manu, our Primetime Events Player of the Game. A good night for her. It was defensively what she did, but 9 points, 7 rebounds, a couple of blocks, and FPU wins this one 68-64. Thanks, Lyd.